So Mark, Garrett-Evangelical is grateful to recognize your retirement and celebrate this milestone through the creation of the Mark and Susan Fowler Endowed Scholarship at the Seminary. We can think of no better way to honor your ministry than to make it possible for others to follow in your footsteps. So thank you. We've got a certificate here to present to you guys. Let's see. So it just in part says, Garrett-Evangelical Theological Seminary is grateful for your distinguished ministry in service to the church. This scholarship is a lasting tribute to your faithful Christian service. It also perpetuates your love for the church by enabling others to prepare for ministry. So please join me in congratulating and celebrating this scholarship.
Thank you very, very, very much. One of the things that, thank you. I would request of the seminary that every time this scholarship is given, that it also be noted that it is given by the generosity of the members and friends of First United Methodist Church. And I think that's very important to say. When I was at the seminary, I used to begin the class that you all suffered through by saying that I wasn't there for them. I was actually there for the people that they would serve in the churches and other agencies to which they went. And that was real. I think at first they thought they paid the tuition or they got the scholarship. I should be there for them. But God calls us to something beyond ourselves. When the bishop asked me to leave the seminary and come here, he basically said, I need you to put into practice those things you've been teaching people. And I've edited that syllabus for the last 7 years. Took a lot out, added an awful lot, because I've been serving a church and been blessed to serve a church that does not stop with itself. That, like those students, I have learned deeply from you that everything that we believe and everything that we do is not for ourselves, but for others. It came to me this morning while Ron was preaching and Jordan was doing this and now looking you in the face, that First United Methodist Church has been an extension of the work that I was doing and Susan and I did together in Evanston. This has been our church family on the shores of Lake Michigan and on the shores of Lake Monona and Lake Mendota. And we are going to a place we call home, but this is our church. And we will miss what we know is at the core of what a church needs to be, that which reaches beyond itself, out of the faith and the love that you practice with one another, and the generosity beyond measure. A generosity that you always look back and you say, who brought us here? And I want to thank Karen and the Scholarship Fund for pledging to this a matching gift. But this church always reaches beyond its own limits and does more. That will sustain us throughout our lives. And we will look back on these years as being marinated in faith. And although when people say, so what will you do when you retire? I usually say, I'm going to sleep for 4 months. Mark Van Winkle, I hope to see the new world that you have always envisioned in this place. Thank you on behalf of both of us. God bless you, and God bless Garrett.